Yo guys, what is good? Welcome back. Every Last Drop, letter 38. I've been a little lazy getting these videos out, but I'm just going to run through this one anyway. I hope you guys are well. I just made a table today and I'm super stoked about it. It's my first first piece of furniture that I've ever made. And yeah, so this AEG tool sponsorship thing is fucking paying off because I can now build stuff, which I'm so stoked about. I've always wanted to. Anyway, let's get into the letter number 38. Fear, an essential part of the equation. Panic attacks are a blessing. So crazy that I'm now writing that panic attacks are a blessing because fuck, I used to just be so riddled with anxiety and I just hated my life so much. And yeah, it was fucking tough. Anyway, the big part about it is this letter, which is the lessons and shit that come from it, right? So, every last drop, letter 38. So often we have the decisions to face. Sorry, let me restart. So often we have the decision to face things in life that we back away from, as it creates less anxiety and fear, even though we know deep down it's what you want to do. Ever done that? Me too. Me too. Just backing down from shit because it's like, nah, fuck, I'm not going to do that because it's just less stress, less anxiety if I just don't do it. I'll just retreat and play it safe because I don't want to put myself out there in the world. I did that for a very long time. This is called playing it safe or playing it small. And I lived there for very long, and you're potentially living there right now if you're watching a video like this or you've experienced something like that, but that's where I was at for ages. Anyway, these things could be like not asking someone out, right? Not starting a YouTube channel or an Instagram page or a business, not starting that side project. The list goes on. So many different things that we just don't do because it's easier not to. So through the process of writing these letters, which are essentially reminders to myself of the lessons that I'm learning upon the journey of my life. Now that I say it like that, I'm pretty stoked about it. It's pretty cool because I get to look back on these videos even though no one really gives a fuck, but that's just the way that it goes. I do this for me first and foremost, so that's cool. Sometimes I forget about that. So unpacking these things to myself, the biggest thing I seem to come across and come up against all the time is my own fears, my own self-limiting beliefs, my own excuses and reasons to not do things and like why it won't work out, and just fear and self-limiting beliefs in general, like the old parts of me that I have healed and worked through. Will they come screaming back? Should I just play it small and like hide away in my room because I'm scared that that version of me might appear again, you know, like that sort of stuff we all battle with, and that's a constant ongoing thing for me, which is why I have foundational practices that I do every day to put that aside. Anyway, the part worth elaborating on is that challenges are the catalyst for change and adaptation. Fear is the essential part of growth. If we didn't feel fear or excitement, it wouldn't be worth doing. It wouldn't be something worth doing. Like, how many things that we've done that's like, you're anxious, your heart's beating out of your chest, or you're really excited either way, and then you do the thing, and afterwards you just feel fucking pumped and so alive because you conquered that, like, part of you, that scared part. And it's just such a great feeling, but it's so difficult to actually do that when you don't feel like it. Like, how hard, you know this, like how hard is fucking like almost freaking out and still doing the thing, you know? Like, it's so difficult, unbelievably difficult, but it always feels super good on the other side. You know, like if you've done YouTube or social media stuff, then posting those things, when you start doing it, it's quite nerve-wracking, and like you get anxious and like, is anyone gonna watch? And and then you post it and it just feels fucking good. So whatever the thing is, just send it. Anyway, fear, anxiety, and other negative emotions are usually a signal for something worth resolving. But how do we resolve something that we don't want to face and would rather run from? We first acknowledge the fear, the negative emotion, and see it as a challenge that is a gift for our own progression. Fear, anxiety, all of these things are actually gifts because they are a signal for where we can progress. Easier said than done. I'm personally not tackling every area that I have fear, but I know when I do, in the little areas that I am, I always seem to feel more empowered, more inspired, and more just fucking stoked afterwards. So it's huge. I love reading these out because I'm just being hit by like how this letter really is applicable to me in my life. So it's like being in a video game, right? Like all of these things, everything's a skill. You guys hear me talk about that all the time, but it's like being in a video game. When we defeat the final boss, we progress to the next level. Like, in a video game, how you do like all of these average rounds and then you have a boss and then you go to the next like world or place or map or whatever. So the real life version is our own triggers. Those are the boss fights. We can also view these fears as doors that unlock new rooms, new worlds in our life. If we don't go through the door, we don't know what's inside. If we don't face the boss, we don't know what's in the world or the levels after that. So yeah, just like trying to lean into the things that we're afraid of, the things that make us anxious, and realize that those are things that can potentially empower us. It's a pretty powerful point. So yeah, this brings me to the main point of this letter, the ability to face our fears, but more importantly, decide this and find the bigger lesson in it. Whether you face the fear or not, there's something there that is a lesson to be learned, and something worth paying attention to, at least in my experience. The foundation of being able to face these fears is confidence in ourself to face the challenges. If we've never faced challenges, then we won't believe we can overcome them. We also wouldn't see the lessons that come from the challenges. It wouldn't be an Every Last Drop letter without me talking about how everything is a skill, and this ability to face our challenges or build confidence to be able to believe that we can actually do our dream life and fulfill everything and actually pursue our dream, that is also a skill that we practice. So we expose ourselves to achievable yet challenging tasks, and once completed, like XP in a video game,